As you can see, that is pretty good. The holes are lining up very well, and it's not. Yeah, actually, it's pretty close to perfect. So after searching for maybe about 2 or 3 hours for a new gasket or replacement gasket for this Onan valve cover, I ended up just removing it, knowing that I would have to make my own gasket because Onan does not have it available. They said they're back ordered for a couple months, and at least that's what it was online. I didn't call them, and then I checked eBay, Amazon, and I did a Google market search and nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make my own gasket. My wife has a Cricut, and so I'm gonna go ahead and make my own Cricut gasket. And so the first order of business is I have to take a picture of this, or I can scan it. And I thought I can use a flatbed scanner because that's going to come out perfectly level, whereas if you do a photo of it, it's going to create like a funky round area that might not fit as well. So unless you take it from far away, it reduces that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the scanner, and so that's on the scanner right there, face down. And I put the white paint because if you scan just directly, it's not gonna show up anything. If you've ever taken a sheet of paper and put it on a scanner, you'll notice that the sheet of paper will be white, but the background is black. This one, the aluminum will just come out black. So what I did was I took my daughter's poster paint and I just dabbed white paint on the existing gasket. And this is a good gasket holder because it wouldn't come off anyway. If I remove it, it's going to come out in pieces, as you can see right there. So to save it, I am using right there. And I'm going to go ahead and scan. So I will flatbed, black and white, 300 DPI, overview. And then what I will do is I will let it do a custom size, I think, which it already did. There it goes, custom size to about there and about there. That way I don't scan anything else that I don't need. So right there, I'm going to go ahead and scan it. And there we go, scan. Okay, so I was able to make a scan from my flatbed scanner, and as you can see, I've got the white came out really nice. There's a little broken section right here, and then there's a slight misalignment, but I don't think this is going to make any difference at all. And then this part right here needs to be erased. There's a little bit of excess here, as you can see. That is going to be the metal behind the gasket itself. But anyways, what I did was I took this image and I went and found, what is it called? Remove background. So I uploaded into this website, which has a remove background. I uploaded the image to it. Okay, thank you, Haley. Thank you. Yep, so I uploaded the image to this website and I removed the background from it. So what it's doing is making into a single two-dimensional image here. And as you can see, I was able to add a little black marker right there by using the restore. So I use a restore, it gives you a brush size, and you just go ahead and I made the circle big enough that it would like that, and I added that back. All right, so you can see the circle right there. I went ahead and added that black circle, and then I use the erase, and I'll go ahead and use the erase. As you can see that my circle right there, my brush size is the size of that hole. So I erased the hole, so I got that hole back, and I cleaned up the same thing, all the bolt holes. So if there's any jagged edges or anything, it'll be a perfect circle. By adjusting this brush size, I used a 22 and cleaned up those holes right there. And then of course the missing part was added with a restore function with that. And this website wasn't free. I saw a couple free ones, and it was it was too much of a nonsense. So I just went and did this. They charge you $1 to upload an image and edit it, and that's it. It cost me $1. Now I have 9 credits available. They give you 10 credits for $1. I have 9 credits available, so I guess that means I have 9 more images I can edit on this thing. And once I did that, I downloaded it and I imported it into my Cricut. Oops, sorry. I uploaded it into my Cricut design space. I'm terrible at this. Here it is. So there is my gasket right there. And and then once I bring it here, as you can see, once I export it, it's actually just removed the background. When I import it, I imported it, uploaded the file, and I just turned it into a black and white image. And so this is what it became, a black and white image. and then once you have this in, you can go ahead and make it. So it'll print. I print on a mat, of course, because the gasket paper is going to be on the mat. And before I did this, what I did was on the size here. You lock the size. Okay. So you select this, the size, and I printed it at the default. Okay, so this is the first one I printed. And I'm checking the fit, and as you can see, the first toe I'll line up, and then the second one doesn't line up. The third one doesn't line up. It's off by just a little bit, tiniest. So it looks like I have to increase or decrease it by a very small percentage. Let's do that. We're just gonna have to play with it. See how that looks. So this is the first one. Let's do another one. Okay, so here we are. Put it on the purple. There's a booger back here. Okay, so there we go. Construction paper. Put it in. And print. All done. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's done. Let's go take a look. The original scan I ended up reducing it up like 0.05 of an inch. So very, very minimal. And then it was the correct size. And that's what I have here. I was able to print my gasket and yep. So there it is right here. I know the gasket works, so I can go ahead and remove this. Let me see if I can peel off. I'm going to use this. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Okay, I'm just going to get in here. Yeah, okay. You got it? What? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Broke.
What broke? Well, there you go. Be careful with it, okay? Get rest of that material down, but here's my gasket that I made, and I did cut it out in thicker cardstock, not cardboard, but cardstock to emulate what the gasket material would be. And here it is right here. As you can see, that is pretty good. The holes are lining up very well, and it's not. Yeah, actually, it's pretty close to perfect. Hit right here, hit right here. Yep. Yep. No. So all the holes are lined up except for this one. This one on the bottom did not line up, and I think that was the one where I filled it in with the circle because the gasket was broken, this bottom, and it seems to be maybe 1.5 millimeters in, but that should be no problem. All the other holes are lined up real nice. I can just use this and find the position, and you can see it's all good. All right, so there it goes. I'm going to go ahead and purchase my gasket material, and I will cut this out tomorrow when the gasket material arrives. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.